Yoga family, Larissa Shanti here with Shanti Moves, and today we're going to be going over wheel pose and bridge pose. So first we'll be doing our bridge, which is kind of the foundation set point for our wheel. Wheel pose, also known as Urdhva Dhanurasana or Chakrasana, can be a really intense back bend. So we're going to be doing a little bit of a warm-up first. In fact, if you haven't already checked out my camel pose tutorial, go ahead, pause this video, go and check that out. It's going to be linked up here, and go through that one before coming to your wheel pose, because that's going to give you a better sense of what needs to be open and strong in our wheel pose. And if you've already done that, feel free to come join me on the mat. Awesome. So you decided to join me for a wheel pose. Hopefully you paused the video, you went and checked out camel if you hadn't already. And now we're back, we're nice and limber in our spines. But don't worry if you didn't, because we're gonna go through another little warm up, kind of warming up the hip flexors, the shoulders, and our spine, which all needs to be open and strong for our wheel pose practice. So come join me on the mat. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips in our tabletop position. We'll just do a few cat-cows, kind of warming up the spine. So on your inhale, start to drop the belly, open up the heart, lift the head. On the exhale, tucking the tailbone, rounding up all the way through, round through the shoulders, head dropping last, chin to the chest. Inhale, dropping the belly. Opening up the heart, lifting the head, setting the breath here. Exhale, tucking the tailbone, rounding up through the spine, head drops last. Let's do one more of those. Moving with your own breath. So if you want to go a little faster or slower, whatever feels good to you. Beautiful. And then let's all meet in our tabletop position. Good. So I'm just going to have you bring your right foot up in between the hands. Coming up into a low lunge, hands high, and maybe sink the hips forward a little bit. And then exhale, bring your hands down to your mat. Shift the hips back, toes come off the mat, flexing the toes in our half Hanuman split here. So pull that right hip back, left hip forward, toes are flexing, getting a nice hamstring stretch. And then shift that back into your low lunge. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And then exhale, hands come back to the mat. Send that leg back to your tabletop. Same thing on the other side. So to bring the left foot up in between those hands, get nice and strong here. Inhale, rise up with the arms. Maybe on your exhale, send the hips or the pubic bone down to the earth. And then exhale, hands come down to the mat. Shift the hips back over the knee. Toes peel off your mat. Toes are flexing. Left hip is pulling back this time. And a little softness in your knee as well. So tiny micro bend, feeling into that hamstring. And then shift forward back into your low lunge, sinking the hips. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands down. Send that leg back to tabletop. Good. Knees are underneath the hips here. We're just going to walk the hands forward and then melt the heart down into heart melting pose or puppy pose. You can leave your forehead on the mat, or if it feels okay on your neck, you can bring the chin to the mat and look forward. Just finding what feels good for you here. If this is too intense on the lower back, you can always start to send your hips towards your heels to take that intense bend out. Just seeing if you can find a little bit of stillness, feeling that nice stretch in the lower back and spine. Shoulders opening, hands grounding down. And then on your inhale, come back up, nice and slow. Hands underneath the shoulders. And then sit back on your heels. Lace the hands together behind the back. Inhale, take those arms long, lift the heart, lift the chin, but don't collapse in the back and the neck. Kind of opening up the chest and shoulders. And then gently release. Hands come back to a plank. Back to tabletop. Tuck your toes, take a nice deep inhale. And on your exhale, lift the hips up and back to a downward dog. Now from here, try to drop one forearm down to the mat and then the other, coming into dolphin pose. If you need to bend the knees here, feel free. And then on your inhale, press through both palms, lengthen the arms out again, coming back to your downward dog. Good. Exhale, forearms lower to the mat. And then inhale, press through the palms, lengthen the arms. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, pressing up. Exhale, lower. Good. Just bring the knees down to the mat. Come back to your tabletop. Sit onto your heels. And then just shift that weight over to one side. Bring the feet around front. Scoot down your mat so that there's plenty of space behind you. Hands underneath the knees. And then roll your spine down. Good. Heels come towards the bum. And then our hands come down by our side, palms facing down, going into a bridge pose here. So first take a moment and just feel your shoulders grounding down into your mat. Feel your feet pressing down into that mat. Maybe feel your lower back on the earth. And then as you're ready, on your inhale, press through your feet. Lift the hips up to the sky. Kind of hugging the thighs together here, but not touching. And you can stay here in your bridge pose, or if you want to start to lace the hands together underneath the back. And then you can scoot the shoulders underneath, drawing the shoulder blades together. Continuing to lift the hips. Tailbone is gently scooping under, engaging that lower core. And then you can draw the chest to your chin, and then take your chin away from your chest to lengthen the back of that neck. Find a few breaths here. And then gently release by untucking the shoulders, releasing the fingers, and then rolling the spine down one vertebrae at a time, tailbone touching last. Take a break, feel your spine coming back to neutral on your mat. And maybe just have a check-in with yourself here if that bridge pose felt challenging, especially if you tried the lacing the hands and lifting the hips up. If that felt challenging, if you felt pinching there, maybe that means wheel isn't for us today, and that's okay. There's plenty of other poses we can do. It's not about getting the pose. It's about building awareness and awakening the body gently and enjoying the journey as we go, right? So, no pressure. Listen to your inner self. Listen to your intuition. All right, so now that we've got that out of the way, we're gonna go into our wheel pose practice. So same start, like you're going into bridge. Your feet are at hip width distance. Heels are coming towards the bum. Hands are down by your side, palms pressing down into the earth. And then we're gonna bend our elbows, fingers point up towards the sky. Then arc the hands over, flip the palms so your fingers start to face to your shoulders. And then hug the elbows together here. Maybe just press down into your palms, feeling what that's like, feeling the engagement in the shoulders and in the sides of the body around the shoulders. And then keeping the hands there, we're gonna go up into a bridge wheel hybrid. So we're not going all the way up into our wheel. We're just going to come into a bridge with our arms like so. So when you're ready, on your inhale, start to press through your feet. Lift the hips up high, continuing to lift as high as you can, pressing into the heels, gently squeezing the thighs together. And then chest comes to your chin, chin moves away from your chest. Finding the breath here. Good. Gently roll the spine down, one vertebrae at a time. You can release the hands for now. Maybe bring one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. And again, just having another check-in, seeing how we're doing. Is the spine feeling good? Is our shoulders feeling good? Is our hearts feeling good? Are we feeling prepared? Not rushing. So maybe that was our wheel pose for the day. If you want to try to take it further, I recommend just having a look at this first demo, and then you can just do it again, listening to my voice. So first one, maybe just watch, check it out, then go back and repeat. Yeah? All right. So same thing, elbows bend, fingers to the sky. Take the hands over, arc them like a rainbow, then flip the palms so the fingers are pointing towards the shoulders. Gently hug the elbows together here. What we want to avoid when we go up, what tends to naturally happen, is our elbows flare out to the side. So we want to try to continually hug them towards each other. Same thing for the knees. If the knees splay out, try to hug them back to center. We're not squeezing the knees together either. So hugging at hip width apart. Yeah? Okay. So on your inhale, press through your feet, lift the hips up high, coming into our bridge wheel hybrid. And then second step here. On your next inhale, you press through the hands to lift the heart up towards the sky. And then you're gonna flip the crown of your head onto the mat. So it looks like so. Inhale, press through the hands, flip the head, crown of the head comes down onto the mat. Most of the weight is still in our arms here. If we check in, we look at our elbows, make sure they're not flaring out, hugging them in, same for the knees. If we feel good here, then we can take another inhale. You press through the hands, lifting the heart up, staying here for a few breaths, and then keep heart here as you come down, chin to the chest, Gently lower the shoulders onto the mat. So you want to make sure you don't come down onto the crown of your head because that's not going to feel good on your neck. So chin to the chest as you lower back down, yeah? Okay, so I'm going to show you one more thing. This really helped me out when I first started doing wheel practice because my hip flexors felt really tight in the beginning, and this little lifting of the heels really helped get me there. Cool. So, same start. Arms down by our sides, palms pressing down. Inhale, bend the elbows, fingers towards the sky, arc the hands, palms flip, fingers facing the shoulders, elbows hugging in, knees hugging in. And as you inhale, press through your feet, lift the hips up. Take another breath here. And then on your next inhale, you press through the hands, bring the crown of the head onto the mat. Yeah, now from here, I used to take my heels up off the mat, coming up onto the balls of my feet. Again, hugging the elbows, hugging the knees. Take another inhale, push all the way up. And sending your heart up and forward. And then you can play around here, lowering one heel, then the other. Maybe both. And then again, remember when you're ready to come down, chin to the chest. Lowering the back of the head and the shoulders down on the mat. Taking as much time as you need before giving another attempt. If you're going to be trying over and over again, I would suggest not doing a counter pose every time, so not coming into your child's pose or rounding, because otherwise that can be too much flexing back and forth on the spine. So if you're going to give 2 or 3 attempts, just lay here on your back, let your spine come back to neutral, and then attempt it again. And then on your last one, again, letting that spine come back to neutral. Maybe giving a little bit of a stabilization to it so you can press your lower back into the mat. Taking that natural arc out of the lower back, engaging the lower core. And then relax, letting that natural curve come back. Then take your knees to your chest. Wrap your arms around them, maybe rock from side to side here a little bit, giving yourself a little back massage. But if that doesn't feel good on your spine, then don't worry about it. Maybe inhale, take your forehead to your knees, finding that roundness. And then exhale, release, relax. Set the arms, let the legs go long, arms down by your side. And just take a little savasana. Letting that body restore. Letting our nervous system calm down. Beautiful. If you'd like to bend your knees, hands underneath the knees, rock back and forth. Another little spinal massage here until you feel like you can come all the way back up. So that was my wheel/bridge pose demo for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it gave you some tips and insight to work with. If it did, likes, subscribes are so appreciated and so welcome. Until next time, namaste. So in wheel and bridge, we are both a little bit of a warm up there. If not, we're still gonna go through a slight warm up here. A slight warm up? No. Roll the spine down to the earth. And then realize that you have your microphone attached to your spine. And then adjust accordingly. Good. All right. Gonna do that again.